Here we are with week 5. My opponent is Keaton, and you can see they have a Defiant user for all of my Intimidate mods, and a Terra Noivern, which has to be Terra Normal for Moonbirds, right? So, in the pick'ems, the people hosting the pick'ems were saying that Terra Dragon, Draco Meteor, Specs Noivern can go really hard. And I'm gonna have to agree with them. But I wasn't focusing on that. I saw Terra Noivern and I'm like, well, everyone uses Terra Noivern for one reason. Terra Normal Boomburst. So that's what I prepped for. And I know that Keaton will bring the Pessimian because look at all of my possible Intimidate users. And Sticky Web too to trigger their Defiance. So all of my team is going to be anti-Pessimian to make it regret ever coming here. They have Terra Fuecoco for the memes, and then they have some sort of stall core going on. But it seems like a pretty manageable team. Just make sure that Choice Specs doesn't run me over like last match. So I'll play around with my special defense tanks better. And yeah, so let's get to the battle. So the objective is anti-Passimian. We have fully Spadef Woshian. Its ability powers down Passimian without triggering Defiance. And we have Terra Ghost to block the fighting types. And Rapid Spin from Avalug. So max special defense to deal with Noivern, and becoming Ghost makes me immune to the Terra Normal Boom Burst. Everything else is standard. Protect is good for Leech Seed stalling and scouting the choice move. Here we have an interesting Rest Talk Luxray. This is because Trailblaze is a nice new move that allows me to 2-hit KO Quagsire if I'm activated by Guts. Everything else is just Rest Talk Wild Charge. It hits really hard. Keaton doesn't have too much switch-ins to Wild Charge. There is Rotom, and then there's Avalug. But Rotom can't do much back to me. In fact, Rotom's gonna trigger Guts if it tries to Will-O-Wisp. And I can peel off the Leech Storm damage and it becomes super powerless right after that. Triogonal, even though there is a Quagsire, I opted for Ice Beam because of the extra strength is needed for Passimian and Noivern when it Terras. This is my Hazard Control with Boots, and it's another Terra Ghost. You can see that my team really needs a Ghost type, so both of my Terra mons are Ghost. Ancient Power will catch the Lazzle on the switch. That's nice. And I can even try to farm for boost against the Rotom. I went for an offensive set because I want to get rid of Rotom better. This is what the speed is for. And the max special attack allows me to 2-hit KO Noivern when it's Terra'd up. Or 2-hit KO something. Now we have standard Electrode. This is anti-Passimian because it's so fast that I can even outspeed Jolly Scarf Passimian. Taunt, once again, Taunt does 3 attacks to deal with the stall core. And we have super physically defensive Gastrodon with Sticky Hold once again to stop Passimian's knockoff. Now I have a knockoff switch in. Protect to scout the choice moves, and Stealth Rock is to punish choice monster switching out. And here we have a very interesting Wrydeer. This is just a weird mon in general. We have Energy Ball for Quagsire, Psychic for Passimian and Salazzle and Avalugg, and Shadow Ball for the Bronzong. Thunder Wave also to deal with Noivern. It's very strange moveset. And with Lumberry, I'm able to switch into a Toxic from either Salazzle, Quagsire, or even a Will-O-Wisp Thunder Wave from Rotom. And I'm not running Intimidate because I don't want to trigger Defiant. With Sap Sipper, I am able to take a Leaf Storm. And then we can switch between Wrydeer and Gastrodon to wall Rotom stabs. If Rotom is choice. They have lots of possible choice mons. Alright, enough of the defense. So first, we have a good lead. It looks very obvious that Electrode is the great lead here. I have the speed to react to anything they can do. So the plan is to basically whittle everything down, maybe get Luxray or Cryogonal to get the game-winning sweep. There's a Noivern, I can just Volt Switch because their immunity does not like my other stab. Really OP. And sure enough, it's the Terra Normal. I mean, come on! You pick Noivern to be your Terra for Terra Boom Burst. Draco Meteor was a good idea, but you still have that new toy syndrome, you know? So I prepped for Terra Normal, that's really good. But I get hit with a crit Specs Flamethrower. At least it didn't burn me like the first week. So I protect, see how they react. They still want to Flamethrower me, so I gotta pop my Terra. And out comes the Rotom. I'm healing a lot. Doesn't seem like much, but it's all adding up. Goes for the Leaf Storm here. I decide I can stay in because knockoff is very helpful here. I stay in some more because I want to farm some healing. Get a good hit off on Passimian. Here I can scout what it's choice locked into. Sure enough, Keaton thinks that knockoff is free, but now he will learn. So good prep there. My Submerge was able to tank the knockoff with no repercussions, and now I get a free Stealth Rock. His only remover is Noivern, so since that's probably his main damage dealer, Stealth Rock is here to stay. So I switched to Electrode instead of Wo-Chien because Wo-Chien because Will-O-Wisp is a possibility. I didn't want to get knockoff powered down. And Electrode switches in better, both of its moves, despite my lack of Spadef. Here I try to farm some healing. And now I can just switch out because I'm not sure what this Bronzong wants to do, but Wo-Chien should be able to handle anything it does. It's a hazard setter. Now I get another knockoff. So that's good. No more specs. I'm able to live the Dracos now. Just keep protecting for all of that. I think Keaton called out my Scummy Protect. There's the Flamethrower. Another crit, but thankfully I'm not a Grass type anymore. And instead of Giga Drain, I go for the less accurate Leech Seed because it heals more. Gotta go for all the healing I can. Now here, I don't want to get a Toxic, but he goes for knockoff and triggers Sticky Mulligan. Gastrodon itself can get Toxic. It's not too bad. In fact, I thought he would switch out. Yeah, that was my thinking. I thought he would switch out, but he goes for the Toxic. But it's okay. Gastrodon should still be able to switch back and forth enough times with Wrydeer to throw off the Rotom. But my biggest Passimian check is in trouble, so it could get dicey if I let it get too long. So Keaton sees my desperate surf and switches out. That was a good play. Now here comes Cryogonal. I try to bluff the freeze dry here. But he stays in. He's like, oh, okay. I got off the Rapid Spin, but he missed the Toxic. That was a little big, but now Cryogonal goes away. I send out my Toxic Absorber. I'm already burned. Now he has to switch. I decided to play it safe because he can't really touch me. I just Giga Drain here. And I send out a taunt just in case it's Trick Room or some sort of setup. And it does Heavy Slam for very little damage. Electrode is really gluing together this team with all of the speed he provides. Now Wo-Chien. Wo-Chien gets some more healing. That was a good switch. I can't Leech Seed that. But Rotom can't really touch me. Unless it's Nasty Plot. Either way. It is Nasty Plot, so over here I'm like, ooh. This thing's about to hit really hard. But I scrolled over its moveset and can only use Leaf Storm or Volt Switch. So if Volt Switches, it just loses its boost. If it Leaf Storms, I'll live, but it loses its Nasty Plot boost. So I don't mind staying here to take a big hit. And sure enough, he uses Volt Switch and gets rid of his Nasty Plot boost. Over here, I let Electrode go. Thunderbolt puts it in range of pretty much anything. The Quagsire once again takes the Surf. I use this opportunity. He's going to recover up. I use this opportunity to switch into Wrydeer. Yep, I got the play right. And now over here, no one knows what Wrydeer does yet. So I would assume that Keaton would try to scout what it's going to do by switching to Bronzong. So instead of going for the Energy Ball to one-hit KO it right now, I go for the Shadow Ball, but Keaton does not scout and he stays in. He does Toxic, but I did not mind that because I have Lumberry. And realizing he's not scouting, I just use Energy Ball and claim my... Now out comes Passimian. It can't kill me. Yep, Knockoff. Knockoff is even doing reduced damage because I have no more item. Very nice. And there we have it. Wrydeer tanked again. Tanked another hit and claimed 3 kills this round. I could have stayed in, but I thought it was gonna Volt Switch. He used Leaf Storm, which was going to trigger my Sap Sipper. Finally, I Ice Beam the Rotom. All that's left is Bronzong, which gets 1v1 by Wochan. Even if it's set up, it would have to be rest plus setup. Yeah, it needs to be rest plus setup. And yep, that's it. No intimidate mons here, because there was a Passimian, but Specs Draco would have done a number. This is a moment where the Pickums people were very right, but the vote was actually split. One of the people posting the Pickums video, they thought that Keaton would win, while the other one, they had faith in me, and they predicted that I would win, and sure enough, I pulled through for them. So thanks for believing in me. Okay, so now it's about, I think, 2 or 3 more weeks until the playoff. The score is a little iffy for me, but I think I can make it if I just win more, obviously. So yeah.